Let's break down this whole Sean Strickland, Dricus Du Plessis situation. So Dricus Du Plessis hit Sean Strickland with a line at the press conference that Sean Strickland doesn't like. He basically relates what he's going to do to Sean Strickland in the cage when they fight to what Sean Strickland's dad used to do to him as a kid. And Sean Strickland immediately got very angry about this. And of course, went off on Twitter about how Dricus went too far with that type of trash talk. They also had a bit of a scrap that we're going to watch on video today and break down as well. Sean Strickland jumped at Dricus Du Plessis. I think Dricus Du Plessis egged him on to do something, and then Sean Strickland did something, and Dricus was like, whoa, this guy's leaping over a barrier to get me. I think Gilbert Burns' wife said that Strickland was provoked, so it wasn't like a sucker punch situation. Dricus definitely saw it coming, and it was a face-to-face situation. But then Sean Strickland mentions that he cried on Theo Von's podcast about that whole situation as well, because I'm assuming he went straight from that event where he likely met Theo Von, maybe the day afterwards to do the podcast with Theo Von, talked about the whole situation. And I guess now, what happened to Strickland here? You know what I mean? Because I've got a situation here that I want to talk about where Sean Strickland, he made fun of a fighter who just died, a Brazilian fighter. He made fun of his death. Like, I didn't think Strickland was going to be the type of guy to start going off on the whole, this guy went too far on me, man, and this isn't what it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to go to that level with it. You know what I mean? He started with this tweet here where he said, I go hard on everyone, I know this. Izzy mouth feeding his dog, Dricus kissing his coach and grabbing his cup. O'Malley talking about sharing his wife on a podcast. You're a man on a world stage doing this in public, and what do you pick? You go, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say the words because I don't want to get demonetized, but that's what he said. I didn't think Strickland was going to take this seriously at all. I saw this as Sean Strickland went hard at Dricus Du Plessis' coach. Dricus Du Plessis comes back with a dark line at Sean Strickland that one-ups the intensity of Sean Strickland's line. I really thought when this first happened, and I guess we can play the video of this, I really thought when it first happened that Strickland was going to have a response like, this fucking guy, dude. Anyway, dude, you ain't got a fucking right hand like my fucking dad did, dude. Ain't nobody gonna hit me harder than my dad's fucking thrown a bottle at my fucking head. Because he's made so many jokes about that part of his life in so many interviews before. And I just thought it sort of set like a standard of the way Strickland feels about that. It's like something for him to joke about. People are going to say, oh, that's one way of dealing with trauma. You know what I mean? You have to joke about it and make lighthearted of it. It's different when someone else said it. I can't even believe we're even having this defense. This is Sean Strickland. What was it? I hate this. I love Sean Strickland. One of my favorite personality-wise, one of my favorite fighters for sure. And his performance against Adesanya was crazy good. But this is Sean Strickland we're talking about here. Says whatever he wants about anyone. And before you tell me, oh, there's difference between mentioning Israel Adesanya's dog.
Let's set the stage. A Brazilian fighter got hit by a fucking bus and died. No one gave a fuck about that guy. When I read it, I was like, God damn, dude, if you can't dodge a bus, that's why you're not in the UFC. That was my first joke when I read that. And I stand by it. It's fucking hilarious.
This is the Sean Strickland that came up. Who cares if Felipe Colares just got hit by a bus and died? I'll make fun of him, even when his family aren't even done grieving for his death yet. I'll make a joke about if you can't dodge a bus, you probably shouldn't be in the UFC. There's another interview with him and Chris Curtis. I think it's on their podcast, but I couldn't find it. Where he says, if you can't, man, if you can't dodge a bus, you can't dodge a punch. So it's probably why you got cut from the UFC or something like that. He makes that joke. If you can't dodge a bus, you probably can't dodge a punch. No wonder you got cut from the UFC. This is the Sean Strickland I know. Fighter dies. Forget, years and years ago, my dad. Fighter literally just dies, I think a couple of weeks before this interview that he had. Family still grieving about it, probably in tears. Probably ain't even scheduled his funeral properly or gotten over the funeral if it has happened. Strickland's making jokes about him. And I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. This is what I loved about Strickland. Make fun of a dead fighter. Like, I know it's tough to even say, I'm not encouraging him to do that, but it was just like, that's what I tuned in for a Sean Strickland interview for. Who knows what he's going to say? Who knows who he's going to make fun of? He was also talking about a female fighter that died as well and was basically saying no one would give a fuck if you weren't hot or anything like that, which is true and based. Which is very true and based. She wasn't good. The only reason she got popular was probably because she was attractive. And that's why people were posting about her and sharing their condolences. People die all the time. You don't see people sharing their condolences. It's dark. It's horrible trash talk. But it's Sean Strickland. And that's what I signed up for as a fan of Sean Strickland. So this is what Dricus Du Plessis hits him with. And I want to break down this situation as well. Hopefully you can see this on screen. You can.
Got you.
Bro, why are you so angry? Bro, you think your dad beat the shit out of you? Your dad doesn't have shit on me. I'm going to show you what it's like to beat you. I mean, every childhood memory you have is going to come back when I'm in there with you. Every single one. The one where you lie in bed at night where your dad comes in and he beats the shit out of you.
I will take your fucking soul. You understand me, you fucking pussy? Yeah, you fucking laugh, you fucking faggot.
Yeah,
oh God,
I got a nerve. I see I hit a nerve there.
Yeah,
I forgot about that word being in there. This video ain't getting monetized.
Hit a nerve, you fucking bitch. Go ice your fucking ankle, you fucking coward.
I want to break down the situation. So Dricus definitely goes dark, let's just say. And I'm not saying he's trying to prove himself as a real African finally, but he went dark for that joke, okay? He went dark. That's just what it is. But when he's not trash talking Leon Edwards next to him. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people being like, well, Covington's not allowed to do it, but Dricus can. What's the thing? Dude, it's a Sean Strickland back and forth at a press conference. If I was a fighter up against Sean Strickland, I'd be like, dude, anything goes at this one. This is Sean Strickland. He made fun of a fighter who literally just died when his family was still grieving. He's popping jokes about him on an interview. Anything goes. That would have been my mindset. I'm going to bring up maybe what his dad did to him. You know what I mean? Maybe. It's a Sean Strickland thing. He's not Dricus Du Plessis and who's a fighter that's innocent seeming. Dricus Du Plessis bringing up Chase Hooper's traumatic past. You know what I mean? That's a different situation. This is Sean Strickland. And I want to break down this trash talk that they had.
Got you.
Bro, why are you so angry? Bro,
So Strickland's laughing and smiling because he's insulting Dricus Du Plessis' coach, because in South Africa it's like a cultural thing. They do a little peck kiss on the lips. Sus, don't get me wrong, sus, but it's a cultural thing. And that's what Strickland was going after. And also there's a video of Dricus' coach checking if his cup was there when he was getting up off the stool. And it's sus, but you know, it's still a thing. So Strickland was just done going after him for that. And then this is what Dricus says. I want to try and get across where Strickland gets angry here, because it's sort of like the Masvidal Obama phone thing, where Masvidal said, you know, you don't talk stuff about my family. But whenever Covington mentioned him being a deadbeat dad, he didn't react. And then when Covington brought up that he had an Obama phone, Masvidal switched on him and immediately got up trying to fight him. Let's play through it.
Why are you so angry? Bro, you think your dad beat the shit out of you? Your dad doesn't have shit on me.
And Strickland's laughing as he brings that up. Like, oh God, this dude's already bringing this up. I immediately thought, first of all, very dark trash talk. Very dark trash talk from Dricus Du Plessis. That does need to be mentioned. Okay? But then, what ammunition is there on Strickland? You kind of got to go with whatever ammo there is, or he's just going to dance rings around you at a press conference. And very dark trash talk there from Dricus Du Plessis. And again, I literally thought that Strickland was going to say, this fucking guy, dude. Anyway, dude, I'm going to fucking, you ain't got shit on my fucking dad, dude. He had a fucking mean spinning elbow, dude. You should have seen him out there, dude. He was like John Jones on his fucking wife, the way he used to treat me at home, dude. I thought he was going to come out with some kind of joke like that. You know what I mean? Play it off, have fun with it. That was my immediate thought as soon as Dricus went there with this.
I'm going to show you what it's like to beat you.
And Strickland's still like smiling a bit through his words.
Dricus.
I mean, every childhood memory you have is going to come back.
And Strickland smiles. Every childhood memory you have is going to come back. This is really dark stuff. He went really dark with it, but it builds up the fight, so I'm hyped for it.
Come back. when I'm in there with you.
That little head crack might have been a little like sensation up the nervous system for Sean Strickland there.
Every single one. The one where you lie in
Dricus,
bed at night where your
here's the
dad
thing,
comes
man.
in and he beats the shit.
There's still a bit of a smile to him here. There is a little bit of a smile to
And he
him here.
beats the shit
I
out
will
of you.
take your
And then he goes off.
fucking soul. You understand me, you fucking pussy?
I think this laugh is what really pissed off Sean Strickland. Because watch it. He's probably imagining that they're going to get into a shouting match here. And then Dricus comes out with this goofy... I'm not going to go into what it is. But this absolutely diabolical laugh that he comes out with here. This might be a laugh of the year, honestly. The laugh that comes out of Dricus Du Plessis here. I tell you, with fighters, it's never a... never anything like that. It's always something wild. And I think this is what really annoyed Strickland. Like, he just went really serious on Strickland. Now Strickland's ready to get serious with him. And then Dricus just hits him with this after he says he's going to take his soul.
Pussy.
Diabolical laugh. And look at Sean Strickland's reaction to this as well. You don't know what to do. Watch Sean Strickland's reaction to that laugh. When he just laughs in his face. Watch.
See? Yeah, you fucking laugh, you fucking fat.
You know, and then he says the word that now is going to get me no money from this video. But then he has a pause like, why are you not shouting back at me now? Why are you laughing in my face? And then he snaps again on him.
Yeah, oh, I got a nerve. I see I hit a nerve there.
Yeah, you fucking did hit a nerve.
Even there, he's kind of smiling with it a bit, man. Strickland's such a weird character with the way his mindset
Fucking
is.
did hit a nerve, you fucking bitch. Go ice your fucking ankle, you fucking coward.
Oh, man, that's...
And then he gets angry.
All right, guys, I got you.
Then he gets angry. So that's the situation. Then they have this scrap as well that I guess I'll get into. They have this little scrap here where they both go at each other. Oh. And Strickland jumps around. Now, the story of this is those aren't his fucking hands? Okay, cool. What the fuck? That is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
We're going to rack that
They better be Gilbert Burns' son's hands.
video for you right now.
Okay, they are. I was going to say, dude. Anyway.
And let you enjoy.
Yeah. Dricus
Yes.
is doing the belt
So
symbols,
it's
building it up, WWE in it. Gilbert Burns' son is joining in a little bit in the
With
fun.
Du Plessis sort of being
Strickland in the front. Does a little gunshot thing to him. Dricus avoids it. By the way, as soon as this thing was shot, I felt like something might have happened that they missed on camera. I think Dricus here is saying, like, do that to my face. Turn around and face me if you want to do that stuff. Face me or something like that. Do it to my face. You want to do that stuff? Do it to my face. Something like that, like a man. And then Dricus does gesture to him. Come do something. I'll go right now or something like that maybe is what he said. I'll go right now. And then he moves the guys out of the chair. And it's on. Strickland is literally leg up on a stool, ready to soar through the air at Dricus Du Plessis. Dricus like, oh shit. Oh shit, here comes a wild Sean Strickland attacking me out of nowhere. Didn't think this was going to happen for real. And then boom. The reaction time. Dude, if Strickland went for a flying knee, this could have been a way more viral moment, I'm telling you. Charges at him. Dricus is like, shit, here comes Strickland. Ducks down. Strickland lands over the top of him nearly. Strickland gets to the hips. Dricus gets to the hips for a takedown. Because he's like, what the fuck is going on? Strickland is doing WWE-style forearm shots to the back of Dricus' head. With his literal forearm. That was a punch to the neck that he went for there. But that one was to like his back. You know? Let's see here again. One shot there that's like a forearm to the back of the head. One to the... It's like open palm, neck, back of the head-ish shot. This next one is like a punch to the back of Dricus. Like, that doesn't land any... Like, it seemed so WWE when I first saw it. I now think it's probably real, seeing as Strickland's apparently crying on a podcast of Theo Von's, which is going to be interesting. I'm not going at him for crying. I'm just saying, you know. It just sort of proves that he was actually really annoyed at the situation. He wouldn't be crying on a podcast if he's faking the whole thing. But it just seems so WWE. There's like a soft part of the arm attack to the back of Dricus's head again. And then there's another weird little elbow type thing that he goes for. And then Dricus gets the takedown over the banisters, ends up on top, and then everyone starts running in to stop them. Crazy. Either way, I wanted to give that my whole take on the situation. I think Strickland is probably like just trying to amp up the fight a little bit. He's getting pay-per-view shares now. This helps him. All of this stuff, him hyping up a Theo Von thing. This has 4.1 million views, 30k likes. That's crazy for any fighter. Sean Strickland's definitely bringing in some numbers here. But, yeah, crazy. Building up the fight a bit. Definitely Dricus is under his skin a bit as well. And I just wanted to point out, this is why I'm not against Strickland saying that was too far. I'm against people saying, dude, Dricus, how dare he even say that about Sean Strickland? Like, that is just so low. That's lower than low. Anyone defending Dricus right now, there's people like trying to cancel Dricus the same way people were going after Covington. And I'm like, dude, do these casual fans that probably only heard of Strickland for the Adesanya fight know what Strickland's been saying in press conferences for the past however many years?
A Brazilian fighter got hit by a fucking bus and died. No one gave a fuck about that guy. When I read it, I was like, God damn, dude, if you can't dodge a bus, that's why you're not in the UFC. That was my first joke when I read that, and I stand by it. It's fucking hilarious.
He stands by it. It's hilarious to make fun of a dead Brazilian fighter. I'm not going at Strickland for this. I don't want that to be a thing. I feel like every time I make a video just clarifying situations, I'm not the one going at him. I'm just saying, this is what we loved Strickland for. He would go at anyone, no matter what. Don't start saying, Dricus took it too far, dude. What a terrible, terrible human. Like, this is Sean Strickland. This ain't Chase Hooper up there getting roasted by Dricus for his troubled childhood. You know? Just wanted to be clear with that, because I think a lot of new fans have only heard of Strickland from the what's it called? The Adesanya fight and afterwards. And now they're just sort of jumping on saying, wow, way too far from Dricus. I'm like, dude, you guys know who this guy is? This is Sean Strickland that we're talking about here. He's sort of known for going too far and going into some dark areas. And he's been one that's like advocated for the mistreatment of children at a young age to toughen you up. And he's gone off about that. And he's been so candid about it and jokey about it that I guess I didn't think he would react this way. That's the point of this video. I didn't think this would be what we're discussing with Sean Strickland about things going too far and what do you got a world stage and this is what you say. What do you pick? You got this and this as a kid. You know? I don't mind him going after Dricus in the crowd. I think that hypes up the fight. I think all of this hypes up the fight. I don't know. I just thought I'd give my opinion on it. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Toodle pip. Goodbye. See you later.